Hello everybody, and welcome to Wordwise Reviews. I'm your host, Wordwise. Today I'll be talking about the one where Pinkie Pie knows. But first, I want to cover a few things about this channel. Thank you to everyone who watched my first video, and thank you to my one subscriber, whoever you are. Consider this my one subscriber special! I do want to apologize for that first video. I lost so much work because my video editor kept crashing. Even after saving, I would reopen the program and some of the work was still gone. I lost at least 3 hours of work from that. I had video in the mini screen, the whole length of the video. I lost that because of crashes. I was going to have different expressions on my character, but after 20 hours, I just wanted to upload it and be done. And even then, YouTube chose one of the worst possible thumbnails. It's the one where Twilight is bored in the castle. That's not even the episode I was reviewing, so just about everything went totally wrong. So I've switched to a podcasting format now. There won't be video or pictures for the most part, and I'll go for a more mature tone. I'm sorry about the audio, it's really bad right now. This is just the integrated microphone on my laptop. I have a professional microphone, but the cable's missing. I put out an order for that, so that should be arriving in the next couple of weeks. News about this channel. So this channel will be reviews of episodes and such, including theological themes present in My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. I hope you learn from this, and if you have foals of your own, you can enjoy MLP with them and teach them what you've learned here as you watch the show. In the coming months, I'd like to share with you what, theologically speaking, the Tree of Harmony is, the elements of harmony, cutie marks, Princess Celestia's character, and some other themes throughout the show. But right now, it's time to review the one where Pinkie Pie knows. If you don't want spoilers, pause the video now and watch the episode. This has been a spoiler alert. Thank you. This has been a spoiler alert. In this episode, Pinkie learns a secret, that Princess Cadance and Shining Armor are having a baby. No one tells her directly. Pinkie just lands face first on the letter Mrs. Cake brought into to Sugar Cube Corner. At least Mrs. Cake is careful enough to warn Pinkie not to tell anyone, especially Twilight. This is an interesting situation the writers have put her in. Pinkie is all about sharing joy with others, but this is a case where she must not share joy. She knows this too, since she has undoubtedly done many surprise parties. She knows the importance of making a surprise surprising. She knows that the greatest joy her friends will experience is if Shining Armor and Cadance tell Twilight themselves, so she must struggle to contain her joy for at least a little while. You could also say this is a story about patience, but I really like this premise where Pinkie is all about sharing joy, and this is the one case where she must not share joy. So Pinkie deliberately makes this task hard on herself. When Rarity asks, "What's all this about a baby?" Pinkie was even talking about pound cake, not the royal baby, and could have said so. Well, that she was talking about pound cake. So she's freaking out unnecessarily here. In the castle, Pinkie again seems to be acting like her normal self, knowing more than she is supposed to know, but what's off about her is her obvious nervousness. If it weren't for that, the rest of the main six wouldn't be tipped off about anything, or they shouldn't be. We go into the room that Twilight has prepared for Shining Armor, and let's take an aside here. When will Shining Armor become a man? Even now, he's married, with a kid on the way, the emperor of an empire, and he gets excited for posters and a stuffed animal. Even Rarity calls this juvenile. Not once have we seen Shining Armor act professionally or mature or anything you might attribute to your own dad or granddad. I get that he's a dork and every boy has their toys, whether it's a train set or a power drill, but we should see some responsibility out of the guy, right? At least he's already mastered dad humor, so there's that. Back to Pinkie. Her plans are constantly being frustrated. She is forced to come into contact with many ponies throughout the day, and she tries to avoid them all. As Proverbs 16:9 says, "The mind of man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." And oh, how her steps are constantly being taken off the course she planned. She outright lies several times to escape contact with other ponies. She ignores her friends without a wave. Gummy reminds her of her list of Pinkie promises. Apparently, Twilight organized this list for Pinkie because that's what friends do. That's good. I really like that touch. I want to say something about Pinkie promises.
Cross my heart, hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye.
Solemnly swearing to do something is pretty common in the Bible, but Jesus and James make the New Testament position clear. James 5:12 reads, "Do not swear, either by heaven or by earth or with any other oath, but let your yes be yes and your no be no." Jesus says the same in Matthew 5 and adds, "Anything more than this is from evil." So Pinkie understands that she should do something even without making a Pinkie promise. She didn't Pinkie promise to keep the secret as Mrs. Cake told her to, but she knows not to tell anyway. So Pinkie should be scrapping the promise and simply let her yeses be yes and her nos be no.
I've been getting liberal with those Pinkie promises lately.
It is revealed that Mayor Mare also knows the secret and must also be very bad at keeping secrets, which might be why she keeps getting elected. Imagine a politician who has no secrets and ponies like them anyway, or don't hate them. I thought that Twilight also might have known this since Shining Armor's room was decorated with Foal's stuff, but that turned out not to be the case. Back at the castle, it seems the royal couple will be delayed, causing Pinkie to go ballistic. Literally. She literally shoots herself like 50 feet in the air. She is about to burst with the news. Her friends are doing the right thing, asking her to talk to them. If you see someone acting like Pinkie Pie in this episode, have an intervention and ask them to talk. Again, in this episode, Pinkie Pie makes this too hard on herself. She can easily explain that she's not supposed to tell until a certain time. She doesn't have to say it's a surprise. When you tell someone a surprise is coming, but not what it is, it still ruins the surprise. Pinkie can escape this by saying she has a secret, and it's not even her own, so she can't tell them. This is true, and it doesn't spoil the fact that there's a surprise. But the royal couple were not delayed after all, showing up precisely when Pinkie was about to spill the beans, which are very hard to clean up. Shining Armor knows that Pinkie knows, yet still sends Twilight and friends out on a scavenger hunt that reveals the secret. As an aside, I like the continuity that Featherweight works for the Full Free Press. We saw that at the end of Ponyville Confidential. But I digress. Pinkie Pie begins acting like a meanie pie now. She is the very opposite of loving to her friends. Perhaps you've heard of the love passage in the Bible. Well, here are some excerpts that show the opposite of Pinkie. Love is patient.
A big prize, like a new book. Or several new books, or... We get the picture! You like books!
It does not brag.
Well, Pinkie, I never knew you knew so much about Town Hall. There's a lot of things I know that you don't know I know!
Is not arrogant.
Duh! Really? None of you? It's obviously the furniture store!
Love is not rude.
Look at that dress Mayor is wearing in the social report. Why, it's stunning.
Didn't you make that, Rarity?
Yes. What is your point? Focus, everybody! You know, there's really no time limit on these scavenger hunts, Pinkie.
It is not angered easily.
Go in, go in, go in! I don't know. Ah, fine!
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth.
But they said they had something to take care of first. We're gonna have a lot more to take care of soon. What?
So don't be a meanie pie. For my final word of encouragement to you, here's the love passage in full. Love is patient, love is kind. It is not jealous, does not brag, is not arrogant. It is not rude, it is not selfish, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of past wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love never gives up. It gives the benefit of the doubt, always hopes, and always endures. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. As always, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. If you liked, leave a like. If you want more, subscribe. This is Wordwise, signing off.